What's up, spectators? Welcome back to another episode of Ace Attorney Investigations 2. Last time, we were investigating. This time, we're still investigating. 2 videos ago, in fact, we're still investigating. So, okay. We are, we're back in time, but the sort of middle point, right? Or is that, wait, no. This is the oldest point in time, right? When the body was discovered. I think, because we were going back and forth. Hold on a second. Well, you know what? We'll call it pre-snowman, post-snowman, because it's hard to keep track. Pre-snowman being back when the snowman was still up and we saw the missing button. Post-snowman being now. Alright. So we were going to investigate his shoes one more time. That's what the game suggested we do. These shoes should match the footprints, but these shoes, it seems like they were not the ones originally worn by the victim. Someone stole his shoes? If you look closely, you'll see the laces were tied up strangely. And the size doesn't seem to fit quite right either. Didn't belong to Cameron. Culprit likely placed the shoes on the victim's feet after he had died. That would mean these huge footprints leading up to the victim's feet were most likely made by someone other than the victim. So then the footprints leading to and from the victim's head must be Mr. Cameron's. No, not necessarily. They seem a little too small to be the victim's footprints. So none of the footprints are his. Then which way did Mr. Cameron walk from? Well, there's only one other place, right? From the church, or not the church, the orphanage. It's quite simple. The victim did not walk here on his own accord, but rather he was carried here after he was murdered. Oh, I guess that's a possibility as well. There are signs that Cameron's body was carried from somewhere. It must have been from the snowman then. The question now becomes, where was he killed and carried from? Perhaps it was near the snowman after all. Hold on a second. You're giving me a lot of stuff here. Body was moved. Murder weapon. Blaze. I don't know about these two. I don't think they're related. How much health do I have? Oh god, I'm not gonna risk it. Nope. Too much risking. I've lost way too much health. Let me see if that's all we needed to examine. Yep, okay, that is everything. No, it does hurt to take a look. Hoo-hoo-ha-hoo. Now this is tricky. Maybe we've spoken with a lot of characters. Maybe I should examine the footprints? Oh dear. These footprints were believed to be the culprits. Shoe size is size 7. We won't be able to tell who the culprit is from these footprints. Okay. Right, let's try switching it up again to the moment of the incident. It's really tough trying to keep up with what we have or haven't examined. Cameron took a photo of the president from this spot. And he also called Miss Crane, right? At that time, the killer was already behind him, holding the murderer's brick. And that was me examining this, right? Okay, that's what I thought. What about this blood stain? Wait. I can't examine the blood? Hold on. Okay. If you say so. I can't examine the lack of footprints. These footprints, are they really Mr. Cameron's? They're from size 11 shoes, and these huge footprints match up with Mr. Cameron's shoes. No matter how you look at it, they're moving steadily towards the center of the flower beds. But when Mr. Cameron was attacked, he grabbed the button from the snowman. Even with the great thief's peak human conditioning, your arm just can't stretch that far. Let alone an ordinary civilian, it'd be completely impossible. We definitely read this before. The footprints come from the shoes worn by the victim, just as the case files say. But does that mean Mr. Cameron was the owner of these shoes? No, but we already did that. This pillar appears to be burnt. Yes, we've already done this before too. I'm hoping that by switching between times, I can find something new. There was a fire. Let's see here. It says that one of the children. Yes. It's confusing because they're not letting me skip through it, which is usually because of new dialogue. And thanks to that, we can't make out any of the footprints near the main hall. The place Cameron was killed was not near the flower beds. So then whose blood is this? Just now, the state of the recreation has changed completely. Regarding this blood stain, the time the body was discovered scene has probably been greatly impacted as a result. Then let's go check it out right away. Since the state of the recreation has changed once again, I should press the Y button and select change recreation. Okay, well I guess we'll go back. This is getting really tricky. Yes, go! Do it now. Alright. So what's different? So we did in fact have logic that could be connected. Okay. If we suppose that Blaze was one of the kidnappers, it becomes more likely that what he dug up yesterday is connected to the abduction. What? I figured it out. It was treasure. Duh. Couldn't Blaze have dug up the ransom money? The $100 million ransom? Buried in the ground until the heat had died down. It's certainly possible. I know, right? Concrete is broken, ground beneath them is exposed. Oh my god, we're not even okay. So there's still. What's different about the body? Okay, this seems new. Mr. Cameron's body was moved. If we consider the button he was holding on to, it's highly likely that he was killed near the snowman. If you guys are wondering why the video seems to be jumping around, it's because it's taking a while to figure out what things I need, and it's just like dead air when I'm just trying to figure out. Yeah, I don't want to bore you guys. I should take a closer look now. Or yes. He's wearing a fez. I can't examine the fez. This snowman has become a sad sight to look at. It can't be helped. Snow and ice both melt away with time. Yeah, like people. Just like the mysteries of the cases you've solved, Mr. Edgeworth. As time passes, those mysteries melt away while you continue to keep your cool. Don't kiss my butt, Kay. You do realize I'm racking my brain trying to solve those mysteries during a case. There are some size 7 footprints going back and forth. According to the police files, these are the culprit's footprints. Indeed. They seem to grow faint and disappear as they approach the road. There's not much snow left on the road after all. As expected, it'll be difficult to determine who these footprints belong to. Oh! There's a brick missing here. One of the bricks near the snowman is missing. The rest are all in order. It's strange that only this one is missing. Come on now. A brick. A missing brick. Don't even play me for a fool. Who do you think I am? Perhaps the missing brick was the one used as the murder weapon. Brick used to kill Cameron was from near the snowman. Well, that goes with the body was moved theory. It seems to be just the right size to fit in the gap perfectly. Well, it's a brick. Ah, all the logic is cleared. It's nice. It's like cleaning off your desk. As I thought, it seems the murder actually occurred near the snowman. Both the button Mr. Cameron was holding and the murder weapon came from there. Indeed. Also, if we assume that the killer picked up the brick near the snowman and then tried to sneak up behind Mr. Cameron, which is weird because it's in front of him, where Cameron would have been. Oh, Mr. Cameron totally would have seen the Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking. Well done. Exactly. Okay, please update the recreation. Mr. Cameron was not in the middle of the flower beds, but near the snowman. Ah, it was reversed. Reverse, reverse. I'm on it. Yes, this is exactly how it happened. It was just a huge orgy of people speaking at once and looking and aiming guns and killing each other. No matter how you look at it, this is strange. All the people involved in the case are gathered in the same place. Did we make a mistake here or something? Yeah, the guy... Oh, wait, but that doesn't match with the photograph. Now that is bizarre. Because I was gonna say these two people would have been near the flower beds, but that's not what the photo shows. If I had to choose which piece of evidence is fake... Oh! So the photo's fake! Which piece of evidence is likely to be a fake? The photo, where is it? This one.
Take that!
Was this photo really taken by Mr. Cameron? What do you mean? We have proven that whoever killed Mr. Cameron also moved the body. For what reason would they have to deliberately move his body? Perhaps the culprit wanted to falsify the scene that Mr. Cameron witnessed. And that's why they took a fake photo? They made the president stand under the streetlight and took a photo with Cameron's camera. It would have been quite simple. Now that you mention it, Mr. Cameron's camera only had one photo on it, right? Yes, in all likelihood, the original roll of film had been removed from the camera. And after loading a new roll of film into the camera, the fake photo was taken. So this photo must have been taken after Mr. Cameron was killed, right? Exactly. This was not the scene Mr. Cameron actually witnessed. It's likely that this photo is forged evidence. Then, where did Mr. Cameron witness the president and his kidnapper? The photo isn't the only piece of evidence that indicates what Mr. Cameron witnessed. The testimony he left on the answering machine. Precisely. We should listen to the recording one more time and confirm what was said. Where else could the president and his kidnapper have been? Right there, baby.
Take that!
They were over there? So what's the basis for that claim? Do I really need a basis for my claims? In other words, you don't know. Oh, what? Didn't he say something about the situation at the scene? Mr. Cameron's testimony should provide a major... Okay, hold on. You know what it probably is? I'm not gonna take the risk yet. It's probably this burnt area where there are no footprints. But, wait, you're not... I can't examine the evidence. Okay.
Take that!
Oh no. Is this how my story ends? That's gotta be it though. This burn has to be it. If it's not the flower bed, where I originally thought, they definitely said they're probably, well, they can neither confirm nor deny that there were footprints here. But if there were footprints, they'd be gone because of the fire. It's certainly a better guess than saying it was here.
Take that!
Okay, so I didn't click exactly where they wanted me to do it. Mr. Cameron said this on the answering machine. The light just went off. I can barely see a thing now. There are only two places here where the lights are broken. The light by the orphanage. Okay, could you please update the recreation? So the kidnapper was near the orphanage. Indeed, with this, we've shown the connection between the orphanage and the kidnapping. So that's why they moved the body and took a fake photo to create a false testimony, in order to remove any suspicion towards the orphanage in court. With this, the state of the recreation has changed completely. The time the body was discovered, seen, has probably been greatly impacted as a result. Then let's go check it out right away! Since the state of the recreation has changed once again, I should press the Y button. Sure. Yep, go, go, go! What to examine first? Interesting, this cutoff of blood here. The blood splatter above the snow. There certainly was a substantial amount. It's almost as if the murder was actually committed here. But Mr. Cameron should have been attacked near the snowman. Exactly, in that case, this blood must belong to someone else. What? But the police report said this was Mr. Cameron's blood. The one in charge of this case was Blaze. It would have been simple for him to falsify that information. But, wouldn't it be faster just to clean up the bloodstains rather than falsify the information? No. He wouldn't be able to do that. Think about it. Blaze knew that Mr. Cameron's body would be discovered here. In which case, the forensic department would naturally become involved. A luminol reaction. They would have discovered it with the power of science. Precisely. It would have been difficult to completely erase all traces of blood. But falsifying the results of a blood test would be much easier in comparison. He would just have to switch the results from the forensic reports. Oh, what a bummer. Knowing those documents I read were falsified. It looks like Mr. Cameron's clothes were completely soaked in blood. If the blood scattered here got onto Cameron's clothes, that would mean at the time the bloodstains here had not dried yet. I see. So then this certain somebody's blood was splattered here just a short while before Mr. Cameron was murdered. Yes, that's exactly right. But if that's the case, wouldn't a new contradiction arise in this recreation? Left at the crime scene 12 years ago. Okay. They, deduce. What? I have to deduce something. Okay, so there's blood. Oh, hold on. Let's think here. So there's blood. It gets cut off by the fire, but the blood was placed here before Cameron was killed. Is that the issue? Is it because of the fire? I really can't. Oh, wait. Is that? No. Okay, we do have a fire. Prior to the incident. That is the contradiction.
Eureka!
This is a clear contradiction. You mean this bloodstain? Do you see how this bloodstain is broken up by the remains of the fire? This is proof that the fire occurred after the blood had scattered around the area. But I thought that the fire occurred before the murder. It seems that information is suspect as well. If the fire had broken out after the murder, then the child who started the fire should have seen the body and the bloodstains. Why then did they not come forward as a witness? It's likely that would have put Blaze at a great disadvantage. Guess we'll need to investigate this fire in more detail. Hey, you! There should be some records of the fire in the police department under a different case file. I want you to bring me every last investigation report about the fire. Understood, Chifu? Oh, and one more thing. What is it, sir? Contact the House of Lang in Shangpa. There should be evidence from this case in my old man's room. Just sitting on the desk. Just grab it. What do you mean? I just remembered. Why, I recognize this scene. A long time ago, I saw a picture in my old man's room. It was a drawing resembling this scene. What did you see? But I think it looked like something a child drew. Then the artist may have been the culprit behind the fire. It should still be somewhere in my old man's room. Have them send it over here. Understood, sir. Oh god, good. I really needed that health. But with that, we're gonna end this video once she stops moving so we know what's going on. They're probably turning off the simulation. Maybe? Alright. We're ending it right here. So stay tuned for the next episode, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye!